When did you have no choice but to break the bro code? I walked into the hallway looking for birthday boy, but what I saw made me stop cold. Jake was kissing Lily, hands around her waist like he'd done it 100 times before. For a second, I thought maybe it wasn't real, but it was. I walked straight up and pushed him hard, knocking him to the floor. He looked stunned, wiped his mouth, and muttered something about tequila. Lily froze. I looked at him and said, "You serious?" He scrambled up and said, "It was a mistake, bro, and I am so sorry. Please don't tell Mandy." I didn't say anything back, just stared at him, trying hard not to put my fist through his face. As I turned back, he followed me outside, begging. He said it meant nothing and it wouldn't happen again. He swore he loved Mandy more than anything in the world. He blamed the stupid tequila. I called him a cheater and a backstabber. I was boiling inside, ready to explode, but I walked away, because if I stayed, I knew it would have turned ugly. I wanted to tell Mandy everything right then, but I needed time to cool down and think straight. When I first found out about Jake and Mandy, I was actually happy. It was weird, sure, but it made sense. Like that time Ross found out about Monica and Chandler. Shock, then acceptance, then something close to joy. It felt like family. Jake was always around anyway, and now he was showing up with flowers, cooking dinner, being the kind of boyfriend she deserved. Mandy was glowing. She told me they were thinking of moving in together. I backed it fully. It felt good to see her that happy, and even better that it was Jake making it happen. I told myself maybe he was right. One stupid kiss. Maybe he regretted it. Maybe it wasn't worth destroying Mandy's world over, so I let it go. For her, not for him. But then 3 nights later, I drove past Lily's place on my way back from work, and there it was. Jake's car parked outside. I didn't hesitate and parked behind him and walked straight up to her door. Lily opened it, eyes wide like she'd seen a ghost, but before she could speak, I pushed past her and found him standing in her kitchen. "Seriously? Again?" I said, stepping right into his space. Jake started stammering, tried to explain, said it wasn't what it looked like. I grabbed his collar, shoved him against the fridge, and told him if he said Mandy's name one more time, I'd break his jaw. He pushed back and we ended up throwing punches. Chairs fell, a glass broke, and Lily screamed at us to stop. I walked out shaking, bleeding from my lip, and knowing exactly what I had to do. That night I told Mandy. She stared at me like I was speaking a foreign language, said I was confused, said maybe I was jealous, said Jake told her I'd been acting weird ever since they got serious. I told her about the kiss, told her about what happened at Lily's place. She didn't want to believe it, said Jake told her I was the one trying to stir drama. "Believe what you want," I said, "but don't say I didn't warn you." 2 days later, she found out. She was yelling on the phone, crying, slamming things in the background. I rushed over. When I got there, Mandy was in tears, pacing and throwing stuff while Jake stood in the bedroom, packing his things in silence. The second he saw me, he snapped, said I ruined everything, said I broke the bro code, that I was supposed to have his back. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "You cheated on my sister, lied to her face, betrayed our 15-year friendship, and now you're standing here talking about a bro code?" He didn't respond, just zipped his bag and walked out without looking back. After that, Jake just disappeared like he was never part of our lives. Mandy took a while to bounce back. She was crushed, but she did. She's better now. Laughs again, dates guys who show up the right way and don't mess around. I heard later that Lily was diagnosed with syphilis. Knowing that made me feel even more relieved that Jake is out of Mandy's life for good. As for me, I don't regret a single thing I did. The bro code isn't about covering up lies or cheating. It's about protecting the people who trust you to have their backs, not stab them in it. Sometimes breaking that code is exactly what you have to do to keep the people you care about safe.